No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Smash, red down. Red 38. Hut.
Back to the air. Love. That's complete to Reed. Out left. And he takes it down to the 33.
Let's go.
The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for our Packers. First down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs.
Packers.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Set, hut, yellow, zoom. 45, white. Hut.
They stick with Jacobs. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, Jacobs escapes the defender. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play and give his offense a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Green Jack. 52 blue. Six, mega. Set, go.
Love. Caught just shy of the goal line. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
21.
On now is McManus to kick this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Moore's got it! And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Williams to throw on first. He finds a Dunze downfield. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Santos' kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
2nd and 10 now, Williams. Big strike here to Moore. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st down from the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Williams. On the sideline, and he's got more. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Putting the tight end in motion.
Yes. Tempo. Clark Spurs.
Williams to throw here, 3rd and 1. Completes beyond the marker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
1st down, Williams. He's got it at the 5. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 12.
Every offense I've ever seen for Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page...
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. Caleb Williams, the touchdown! His 3rd total score of this game. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Love now to throw. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line.
On the ball.
Working quickly here.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Packers 1st down. A gain of 12.
52.
1st down, Green Bay.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Hurry.
Working quickly here.
At the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Yellow. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. Lobs this deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Okay.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Ready. Ready. 10 black. Fight. 97. Zoom black. Slide blue. Set cut.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Let's go.
They'll run here on 1st down. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
43 red. Down. Black shot. 60 red. 60 red. Field black. Rail. Yellow. Hut.
Love from the gun. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Point after is up and through. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
35. Bears 32.
On now is McManus to kick this away. 3rd and now to return it. Things going well so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Williams from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are finally stopped on the return. They'll still take over on the edge of the
coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
He goes down. The Bears got him. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
9 yards. It's second down.
Ready?
Love looking to pass. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The Bears decide to call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here, third down.
Here we go. Needle 52 blue. You yellow. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
A 36-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
32.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10.
What is up? Vegas, Vegas!
Back to work after throwing the pick. That's more of the catch out left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Jordan.
We motion the tight end over.
Yes. Combo. Vegas!
Here's Williams. Completed over the middle. They get 35 out of that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yaps. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Yes!
They send a man in motion. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Ready to run!
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
In with Swift, out of the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
He gets it again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Ready, sit on. Cat.
Man in motion here.
Vegas, Vegas. Yes, 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 yes. Punch first, punch. Yes, yes, yes. Combo, combo. Vegas, Vegas.
Looking to throw it. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
39, Packers 38.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Blue, go. White, white. Steel, black. Hut,
He'll look to throw it. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
62 blaster. Green jack. 33, yellow. Needle, blue, red, yellow. Ready?
Setting up to pass. They left him wide open. It's complete. And the clock stops as he gets out of bounds. They're all the way up beyond the 40 following that nice run. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Grill green, quad red. Ready?
Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game.
Touchdown, Packers.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
On the
Here's
set.
Love up to the line. 2-point attempt coming.
Ready.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here.
Bears 39. Brandon McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Winston, hold on. Yes. Combo. Vegas. Punch Spurs. Yes.
Working from the gun, Williams. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. The timeout stops things now, and what a play that was. This isn't quite over yet. All of a sudden, they've got one more shot.
49-yard line.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
What is up?
They've got a man in motion.
Yes. Combo. Vegas.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Spurs. 12 Buddha. Hold on. Yes.
Man in motion out of the slot.
Yes. Combo.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.